Now, just a few myths. A lot of people think, oh, Agile is not for all projects, it's not for operations, it's not for big, the scope creep. These are all myths. And Agile is actually very, very disciplined. And who are you accountable for as an Agile team member? Who do you think you feel the most accountability to? To yourself and the team. It is not, to the project manager. It is to yourself. It's just amazing. And then, there's no design. Of course you have to design. Of course you have to plan. Of course you need architects, you need estimation, you need project managers, because the bigger the programs, you do need it. Yeah? So these are all myths. Now I come to the big point. But we are all distributed. So what do I do? How do we do all this fantastic thing we were talking about when we're not sitting together? And just like I told you, you can do 5 in 5 seconds. I'm telling you, you can do it. Yeah? Now, there are some rules. If you're distributed, you have to have some agreements. You have to have some standards. You have to have some tools. You have to have some processes. Is it overhead? Yeah, it is a bit of overhead. And that overhead is the benefit you're getting by using capabilities in different parts of the world. Yeah? Now, should you splinter completely, 2 in Bangalore, 2 in Calcutta, 1 in New York, 1 in Shanghai? No, that doesn't make sense. But if you have 2 teams, 3 teams, okay. So, there are some rules. The first rule is don't. Yeah? As far as possible, try to co-locate. So you don't want 7 people spread over 7 locations, maybe 2 locations. So now, if you can't, then don't treat remotes as if they were locals. That's very important. You have to think about, if somebody is remote, you have to take the time difference into account. You cannot say, we're meeting at 7 o'clock and it is 1 a.m. in the morning there. It just doesn't work. You have to be considerate. You have to respect that. The second one is, don't treat locals as if they were remote. If you're in the same, we sit in some offices, the office is empty and people are between 5 kilometers and 50 kilometers of the office working from home. That's fine sometimes, but collaboration needs conversation. It's better to think about working together. Now, the fourth point is the most important one. Latitude hurts. So if you're, let us say, LA and Guadalajara in Mexico, same line. Yeah, I know you're separate, but it's in the same time zone. What about Bratislava and New York? What's the time difference? 6 hours. Not too bad. How about Bratislava and LA? Yeah, what's the overlap? Very little. Normal 9 to 5 overlap. What is it? Almost nothing. So longitude hurts. So you must try as far as possible to see where you can get latitudinal displacement and not longitude. So the IBM team in Shanghai works with the Suncorp team in Sydney, Australia. Almost the same latitude, I think 2 hours time difference. It's doable, but not 9 hours. It gets very difficult. You have to find ways to do that. Now, so don't always be remote. It's very important at the setup of a project that the key people are together, co-located. So that means flying somebody from here there, flying somebody from there here. Now, if you look at the savings of distributed work, you may, let's say it's $100 for somebody in the UK or in New York, and you do the work somewhere else, maybe you'll get it for $40. So you think you've saved $60. But if you don't invest anything back, you've saved $0 because the productivity will drop. You have to take the $60 and invest $30 back in travel, in tools, in techniques, in process, flying people around, and then you save $30. Still good. Yeah? So, invest in the appropriate tools. Now, you need video conferencing. You do it, so IBM are rolling out the SMITI TVs, Skype TVs. They can be 24 hours on. If you've got 2 teams in 2 locations, you can have the table. Whether you work at this end, at the other end, there's a screen, TV screen, and the same in the other location. So 24 hours, you can talk to somebody instantly as if they're in the next room. Yeah? Think, oh, yeah, then we don't have budget. Well, you'll have to, because you'll have to show the productivity for it. It makes sense. And lastly, you have to establish standards and agreements. You say, this is where we are storing our documents. This is how we are doing our walls. People say, how do you do your walls? Well, how do you do it? Yeah? You have the wall in one location. You discuss using the video or Skype. You take a photograph and you send it by email. It's simple. So the other person has now got a photograph that they can print. You can put it on connections, you can put it in a directory, you can do all sorts of things. And there are new tools coming, which Sean and his team are also working on, like Murally and Lenoit and a few others. So we'll find tools to do yellow stickies when you're geographically spread. How do you workshop when you're geographically spread? And there are web-based tools, cloud-based tools that can help you with this. Yeah? So apply your mind. We have to stop coloring by numbers. You know what that means? When you as a kid, you get this picture, number 3, red. Number 4, blue. Number 5, green. And you color the picture by numbers. We have to think. We have to stop wanting to be told how to do every single thing. So in Agile, we'll give you the framework, but you are empowered to think and to find ways to solve it. And when you apply your mind, magic happens. You will find the way to do it. So this is an important picture as well. For success, there are 2 strands to the DNA. One strand is culture, and the other strand is capability. Right? Agile will not lift your capability. That's very important to understand. But it will expose the capability gaps or the capability greatness. So be very conscious of this, that you could get, if you've got a great team, oh, we're very agile, but they don't have the capability, yeah, then you get happy duds. On the other hand, if you've only got great capability and no good culture, then you get a toxic team. And you don't want that either. So Agile will show you where your capability gaps are, and then as a team, you support each other, you train, you coach. Maybe you need to bring in some new blood, maybe you need to rotate staff to different areas, but it's something that you will see. Yeah. Now, there are lots of pitfalls on your Agile journey. Again, as I say, it's like riding a cycle. You can read the book, How to Ride a Cycle. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Do you know how to ride a cycle? No. When will you know how to ride a cycle? When you get on the cycle. Yeah? So, as you get on the cycle, yes, you're going to fall. I can guarantee that. Yes, you're going to make mistakes. 100% guarantee. But don't worry about it. Yeah? Some of the key mistakes is, you don't have the right environment. You've got all cubicles. There's no wall space. People had said to me, we don't have wall space. What do I do? Well, we found one of the people who went down to the local, what is that, Home Depot, Bunnings kind of shop here, where you get these big boards, thin plywood cardboard. You cut a little handle. Now you've got a mobile wall. It's that big, $10. You can use it. So you can be creative about everything. So the environment problems, then you've got knowledge. You haven't been trained in Agile. You don't know what Agile is, and you suddenly start doing Agile. Then you will fall harder. Yeah? And you'll really hurt yourself. So, and then you think, oh, this is rubbish. I'm not doing Agile anymore. So get trained. The other one is capability. So sometimes you need good PMs, good iteration managers who know Agile well to guide you. You need coaches, etc. And leadership as well have to change. So these are the 4 areas that normally, when you start your Agile journey, you struggle. Yeah? But being aware of it, already the leaders and the teams, you start going through getting it better. So these are the impacts. So you need resource allocation, work prioritization, structure, leadership style, authentic transparency. You have to start showing the truth. Don't cover it up. If you've got too many projects and 80% of are red, show it. They're red. Now we can do something about it. If you make them green, 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 suddenly one day they're all red. Yeah? So, and why do we change? Why Agile? Why not something else? And that's it. Important one is that if you've got happy people in a happy environment, automatically the risk reduces, you get faster time to market, that happy customers, and at the bottom, you are hitting the bottom and top line. Yeah? So it's not just about, oh, let's have fun and that's it. It's also about being productive.